94.9 The Rock, the GTA's rock station. Today, the GTA's zoo station. We are at the Toronto Zoo. I'm Bob Willette. We've been invited here to see what's going on this summer at the zoo. There's so many things to see, animals, and I hear there's a few surprises for me. So let's go in and see what's going on at the zoo this summer. Okay, I'm here with Ashley from the Toronto Zoo. And Ashley, who is with you?
This is Django, and he's our Harris hawk.
Django. And Django is native to where?
To the southern United States and Mexico. So they're a warm weather bird.
And Django performs here at the theater every day?
He does every day. So he's in our 2 o'clock bird show. Okay. And he is actually one of our animals that allows people from the audience to come down and volunteer. And he will fly down and land on someone's head. That
seems obviously very safe. Okay, so a hawk just landed on my head, and really there's nothing like seeing a hawk come right at you at eye level and then scoop right up. Thank you very much, Ashley.
You're welcome.
And now what is this?
So now we're going to be talking about an animal that we use in our native species show, in the morning show, and which is, we use a domestic ferret, but we talk about the black-footed ferrets in Canada. Okay. And they're really good at running through small spaces like tubes. So this is one of our ferret tubes, and you're going to wear it while a ferret runs around you.
You're going to wear a ferret tube. This is exactly why I got into radio, is to wear a ferret tube.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And normally, again, children do this. This is fine,
yes.
Right?
Yes. So, and this is when we get lots of kids on stage to do this. So they get to hold the ferret tube. Parents can come down, take pictures of their kids while the ferret's running through the tube. It's a lot of fun.
And the ferrets are normally found in the kids' zoo, right?
Yes. Yep, they are. We have 9 ferrets that live together in our kids' zoo.
I had a cousin who had ferrets as a pet once. I don't recommend it. I come see them at the zoo.
Yes.
All right, let's see what we're doing here.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh my goodness, here it comes. And what's this ferret's name?
So this is Hades.
Yeah.
We have 3 that are a lot older, and Hades is one of them. So he's actually 5 years old, and he's been doing this for a long time. So that's why we're using him around you.
Bring the old ferret out for the old guy. All right. Okay. Thank you. What is your name again?
Sam.
Sam, thank you so much for your help today. All right. So what do I got to do?
Arms up.
Okay. All right.
So we'll start with...
Glad I showered.
Oh, he's ready. This part up here. Okay. All right, so you can hold on to that
I'll hold
part.
on to that.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to that part. Okay. You let me know which way to go here.
No, you just stay where you are.
All right. Oh my gosh. This is going to be one of those things I was like, I don't know what I expected this to feel like.
So, fair.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
No. Okay. Did I do something wrong?
So, no, you're good.
Okay.
So Sam's going to put the ferret in up there.
Up here by my face?
And I'm going to pull him out down here.
Okay. Hi, ferret.
Ready?
What's the ferret's name again? I forget. Hades. Now, am I holding this right?
Yep, you're doing great.
How's my finger? He's not going to bite my little finger off, is he?
You're good.
All right.
Here he goes.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's going to go real slow.
Oh, because he's old. Poor old ferret going slow. Oh, wow. Hey there, ferret. Watch yourself. He just got really romantic with a ferret.
Only at the zoo.
Only at the zoo. Oh, and there he goes. He gets his little ferret treat, which is called again?
Ferritone.
Ferritone. Oh, that was nice, and the little kids love it. Oh, he's so cute. Oh, thank you. He is super cute. Now, ferrets are rodents, right?
They're not.
No?
They're actually weasels.
Really?
Yeah, so they're carnivores. Strict carnivores.
Of course, they're strict carnivores. Just glad he was in the tube. Thank you again. So this is in the morning. And what time is the morning show here at the theater?
It's at 11:30 a.m.
Come to the zoo, see this show, both shows. I mean, you got a little sneak peek here. But thank you again, Ashley.
Oh, you're very welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Back here with Ashley from Outreach and Discovery at the Toronto Zoo. Over the weekend, recently, I took my kids here, and by far their most favorite place was the kids' zoo, which I have to admit, I've been coming here since I was a kid. I didn't really know it was here.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. When I say to people, like, well, come and see us in the kids' zoo, they don't even know it exists. And it's been here for a really long time. Yeah. So it started out being called Littlefoot Land. So if you've ever seen The Land Before Time with the dinosaurs, Littlefoot was one of the dinosaurs. So it was way back when that movie first came out that they opened the kids' zoo. So it's been a long time.
And it's got all kinds of, it's almost like a petting zoo within the big zoo, right? You know, the capybaras there, you got goats, and kids can get real close and up close. And I think you said it's about the height of everything too, right?
Yes, yeah. So not everything in the kids' zoo you can pet, but you can get very close. We have a spot where kids can poke their heads up, and there's a whole bunch of guinea pigs running around that they can see. So it's really neat. But yeah, everything's kind of kid size. And one of the most popular things we have in there is the sandbox. Kids love the sandbox. Parents spend hours there with their kids. So there's lots of animals to see, but there's fun things for kids to do too if parents need a break.
The Kids Zoo, go check it out. I just might myself. Here we are now outside the Greater One-Horned Rhino exhibit with Jennifer Tracy, the spokesperson for the Toronto Zoo. Thank you so much for having us.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for coming out today.
Maybe we'll talk first of all about who's behind us right now.
So behind us is Asha Kieran. She's the mom of Kieran, the baby that's beside her. He was born in January, so now he's starting to spend a lot more time outside. When Kieran was born, he weighed around 150 pounds, and then they start to gain about 6 pounds a day, so he's well over 500 pounds now. She weighs over 4,000 pounds.
Well over 500 pounds. How I feel after a long weekend. But and so they went. Oh, they're just stirring a bit. I got a little distracted now. How long? It is so good. It's really hard actually. How long before they get out in the public? They were he was born in January.
He was born in January, and he made his debut in February. Wow. Because we do have a Greater One-Horned Rhino indoor habitat for them. So mom and baby were on exhibit for a couple of hours each day, and then with the nicer weather now, they've been transitioned outside. So he's outside for most of the day now. And then Theo, our white rhino that was born on Christmas Eve, also made his outdoor debut this week, and he is also around the same weight as Kieran because there was only a couple of weeks between their births.
Now, when a rhino is born on Christmas Eve, does that make your job very interesting around the dinner table at Christmas time, at holiday time?
Oh, it just gave us one more thing to be thankful for at Christmas. The staff were here; they were on 24/7 watch at that point anyway. So it was a pretty exciting time because it had been over 25 years since a white rhino was born at the Toronto Zoo, and it really speaks volumes about the conservation work that's doing here because the white rhino and the Greater One-Horned Rhino are part of our SSP program, a species survival plan program, and that's where zoos around North America work together to ensure the ongoing survival of these species at risk, whether they're endangered or threatened. We're working together to conserve them for the future.
And are either of those rhinos, are they endangered or threatened at this point?
They are, and there's only around 20,000 rhinos left in the world. Wow. So these are certainly really critical for the ongoing survival of this particular population for these species. And that's the same with many of the animals you find here at the zoo. We're involved in many conservation breeding programs, whether it's from the smallest of the endangered here in Ontario, the Blandings turtle. We have a Head Start program here, or the tallest, even with the giraffes. We're part of an SSP program with them as well.
When people come to the zoo, obviously, all the animals they love all the animals, but they love babies. People love babies. Now, did I hear you say something about wolves?
We do. We're really lucky. Again, we've recently learned that we have at least 6 wolf pups.
You have them already?
We have them already. It's a very quiet zone right now. Mom has brought them out of the den a couple of times, so they have been spotted by our wildlife care staff. So this is a very exciting time for us because it's been a lot of years since we've had some wolf cubs here.
That's amazing. So somebody over there is very upset that they can't see them. I don't know if you can hear them or not. What else? Okay, so this summer, last few summers, you had the big buzz of the pandas, and they've moved on, and everybody had a great time with the pandas. But now, you guys are going in a little bit of a different direction with some outdoor adventure kind of stuff.
We do, and it's also important to note where the giant pandas we're bringing back the Amur tiger, and that is an endangered species. There's only around 450 of them left in the wild, so it's also very important that we're part of that conservation breeding program. And then opening up soon in the next few weeks will be the Wildwood Zipline and Canopy tour. So it's going to be the only place in Toronto where you can zip line down to the Rouge Valley. You'd be zipping around 45 kilometers an hour, so I thoroughly invite you to come out and try it. And then we're introducing some summer programming here on a daily basis. So Monday we're going to have meet and greet characters like Dora the Explorer, Paw Patrol. We've got Zoovies, which is a movie night, trying to tie in a zoo theme to each of the movies. Nice, yeah. We've got our new Wildlife Health Center that's open daily now for the public to come in and see. And on Wednesdays, we're going to have a toy animal hospital, so you can bring your plushed animal in for a checkup by one of our vets. And then we're going to have paint night at the zoo, again, tying it into the theme of animals that are here at the zoo. And you can cap off a week with the yoga at the zoo on Fridays. You can zen out at the zoo. It's going to be wonderful.
They also have 2 licensed patios, just to let you know. It's my favorite place to go with my kids. You can actually see the rhinos right from the one. There's the one.
Exactly, in the savannah. Absolutely. And there you'll be able to get a good look of Theo, the youngest white rhino. We call him Theodorable because he's just such a beautiful, incredible animal.
Well, we can't thank you enough for letting 94.9 The Rock into the zoo, get a little backstage action, seeing what's going on. We'll be back for the zip line. I got to find an intern to do that because I think I'm way too afraid.
I think there's time for first for everything.
If we do it together, then. If we do.
Deal. We'll go tandem.
I thought she'd say no.
I'll do it.
All right. So, again, the website for the zoo is?
TorontoZoo.com. Follow us on Twitter at the Toronto Zoo, and also on Instagram. We've got some great photos that we post there. And if you go to our Facebook page, that's where we're releasing a lot of special videos of the new animals as well.
And do yourself a favor, get a family pass because they're a great deal. You can use your day.
Absolutely worth it. It's good for 2 adults, up to 4 kids, $195. It's basically you get free access to the zoo for an entire year, including Zoomobile. It's the best deal in town.
Includes the Zoomobile? Let's go to the Zoomobile. What a great day I've had at the zoo. The zoo's been amazing to 94.9 The Rock. We're going to come back. I think I've been suckered into doing some zip lining at some point. There's so many things to see here at the zoo. Bring the kids. Make sure you go check out the Wildlife Center. It's just a ridiculous place. It's so amazing. I don't know what else to say. I think I'm just going to get out of here and ride that Zoomobile. That's what I'm going to do. Somebody take this. Okay, we're good? Okay, so I'm back here with Jennifer Tracy, and we were literally getting ready to leave the zoo when you got a call. And now, tell us about the building we're in.
So we're in the zoo's new Wildlife Health Center. It was completed in 2017 and it opened to the public last summer to people who were on the Zoomobile. And in 2018, it's now open every day from 10 till 4 to all zoo guests. So you can walk through here. There's 5 huge windows where we're standing outside of the diagnostic imaging room right now. So what they're doing is they've just put out a sign that says it's lion-tail macaque monkey named Dave, who's getting some x-rays.
Dave's getting some x-rays.
And then depending on what the x-rays show, may have to have another procedure. And if that's the case, they'll probably move him into the surgical suite, which guests can also watch if there's going to be any kind of a procedure. So earlier in the day, there was a cheetah in here having a root canal done. We had a specialist dentist come in to do that work. And again, that's open for our guests to watch. I
need a little work myself. Can I get in there?
I think the dentist is left for the day.
The dentist left for the day. Okay, fair enough.
But what we really want to showcase here is the work that's done behind the scenes. We have incredible, dedicated professional staff. We've got our vet team in here. We also do a residency training program with the University of Guelph. So the veterinary school there, we train their residents here as part of their program. On the second floor of this building, we have our reproductive scientist who's doing incredible work with institutions around the world, quite frankly. And we do have a number of partners, including the University of Toronto Scarborough campus, Guelph, as I mentioned. Parks Canada is one of our big partners as well. And we really want to showcase to all of our guests the work that is done here. It's not just about coming to see an animal. It's about seeing the level of care and the level of animal welfare that is done for them here.
What's amazing is that, this is the research part of what you guys do.
It is the scientific research side of it for conservation wildlife.
Yeah.
And how it's really difficult to show this to our guests. And what we're trying to really get across to everybody is when you see an animal here at the Toronto Zoo, there's a program behind every animal. So, at least by opening up the Wildlife Health Center, our guests are able to come in and see some of this work. There's a couple of rooms where you can look into our labs, and on any given day, they'll be analyzing urine samples, feces, blood, anything like that. And then we're sharing it with other facilities around the world as well.
This is amazing. The facility is unbelievable. You said there's one of 3 in North America?
One of 3 in North America. There's nothing like this in Canada. So we're really proud of this facility, and we do encourage as many people to come out. And don't be discouraged if you do come out and you don't see a procedure, because a lot of our vets with 5,000 animals, they prefer to do house calls.
Right.
Where they'll
It's
go
better
out to
to
see
keep
that
them
it's
in
better
there.
for the animals.
Sure.
And on those rare occasions when they do have to bring an animal into the health center, it's open to the public so they can watch and see what's happening.
And you can even see they've written down what the animal is, so when you come in, you can know that it is a lion-tailed macaque. His name is Dave. And we hope Dave is okay.
Yeah, and we do have our volunteers in here as well on a daily basis, so they're able to explain to our guests what is happening, what goes on here on a daily basis in the Wildlife Health Center. And when there are procedures, it's not unusual for the vets to come out and talk to the guests and explain what's been going on and share the information with the volunteers so that they can then tell our guests as well, who probably have a number of questions. Yesterday there was an alpaca in here for a procedure. So after they sheared the alpaca, the volunteer asked the vet if she could have the fur. So was able to, bring it out and share that with the guests so they could touch the fur of an alpaca. So it's all part of that experience of coming to the zoo.
Well, that's amazing. This angle of seeing is, I feel like it's a great part of the evolution of the zoo. You know,
You nailed it. That's exactly what it is. It's no longer just a place where you come to look at an animal.
Yeah.
And what we really want to strive for is that we are a zoo-based conservation center of excellence.
Yeah.
And this is what a good zoo should be.
Yeah.
And, you know, unfortunately, you know, scientists around the world are saying that we're in the 6th mass extinction because there's been such a decimation of animal species around, animals and plants for that matter, around the world. So really good accredited zoos are becoming more and more critical to ensure the survival of so many of these species.
Well, thanks for this. I mean, I hope Dave's okay. And Dave, thank you for sharing your procedure with us. But thank you. This is amazing. And what's the name of the building again?
It is the Wildlife Health Center.